Yo guys, how's it going? We're here for another episode of our career mode on FIFA 18 with Paris FC. Starting today's episode off with a quick training session, also seeing that we've signed a new youth player out of the youth academy. Hopefully I try and bring him up in a few ratings. I can't remember what his overalls actually look like. He asked to leave how the youth players do in the academy. They say that the youth player wants out or whatever after a certain amount of time, and he wasn't actually fully done at that point. So hopefully he'll be able to reach the top amount of what he is actually, sort of how you get the 2 overalls and how much they should reach. Hopefully he'll reach the top of that, because I believe he was like a 90 plus rated player, and it'll be brilliant to see him be able to do that. But going into the first game, we do actually score straight away in this game, banging one into the back of the net with Maya. And honestly, the way he started this season, he was playing so poorly. But now, since we've came out of this bad run of form, he's really started to put in the work and really started playing so well. He started to score a lot more goals and really started to sort of assert his dominance, really. I was really thinking about changing him for Cisse over that bad run of form, but I didn't do so, and apparently it's actually paying off that I didn't, as he has started to score a lot more goals. And you see there they had an attack, but they come on another attack here not long after. They really started to put the pressure on us now and really started to look like there was asserting their dominance in this game, as they put a shot in there, and it was a brilliant save from Pereira, who tips it over the bar and sends it out for a corner, which comes to nothing. But we come on another attack here with Ferrat down the right hand side, whips in a ball, a brilliant cross, and Maya gets his head to it once again and makes it 2-0 now. It was a brilliant cross from Ferrat and a brilliant header from Maya to glance it into the far left corner. I don't know how he did it. I don't know why the keeper didn't come out to try and get the ball either. He didn't do so, and it means we are now 2-0 up at this point, doing very well, and really, like I say, it's certain the way we are playing, and he is playing so well at the minute. I'm really enjoying the way he's playing. And hopefully he can carry that on at this point, because he's playing, like I say, because he is playing so well. I hope he can carry on this run of form, as he's started to score a lot more goals. And he's started to climb a few ratings as well, which is also brilliant for us. And if he don't carry on that kind of form, then we'll have to look to selling him in the summer. But not long after, they come forward on an attack and do reduce the goal deficit to make it 2-1 now. And honestly, at this point I was panicking like hell, for the fact that if you've watched this series enough, you'd know how it's sort of gone for a lot of the season, where we've scored 1 goal and really started to... It's been absolutely terrible, to be honest. We really should have done a hell of a lot better for how we've played. And we've took the lead in so many games this season and not been able to keep them, and I was thinking that this one was going to go the same way, as Torre puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 2-1. But on the 90th minute, we come on one last attack. St. Louis takes the shot, and honestly, it was so close. It would have been an absolute brilliant finish if it had went in the back of the net, but unluckily it didn't, and that is how the game finished. We do win it 2-1. And we keep our good run of form going through this part of the season. And at this point, we are really looking like we're about to get promotion. When you think a few games ago, we was 12th in the league, and now we're 3rd and really starting to push on in the league as well. And it's absolutely brilliant for us to how well we are playing. And I'm absolutely loving for the fact of how well we are playing. As you see here, we go into a training session with the youth squad player, trying to get him up in a few stats. He ain't exactly the highest rated player at the minute. But we do go into the second game of today's episode here. as you see, we are still in third at this point, and we're playing the team that's in fifth. And if we lose this, then we're definitely going to go down to position, as Lorient are able to catch us up at this point. Well, at least start a catch up. And honestly, this was one of the most crucial games of our season at this point. For the fact, if we win this game, we can sort of assert our dominance a bit more in that third position. But if we lose, then it could really send us on another bad run of form. And we start this game, as you see, we come forward on the attack, and we start it very positively by Ferrat smashing the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-0. And what a start to the game this was. On our first attack, Ferrat puts the ball in the back of the net, and really at this point I was hoping that this would be the way that the whole match carried on. As you see, a massive gap opened up on that right hand side as we slid the ball to Ferrat. A couple of defenders tried to get over to him, he couldn't do so, and he puts it into that far left corner with an absolute brilliant piece of play. And he's really scored. For the way I was saying, he hasn't been playing and I really need to improve his finishing. He's still scored 7 goals this season, which is brilliant for us, to be honest. And he's scored more than Maya, so what can you say? And as you see, they come forward on on their pretty much first attack as they get a shot off there. And it was very lucky that Baby didn't put the ball in the back of the net there, because they should have scored there, to be honest. At least put the ball on target and try and test the keeper a little bit, but he didn't do so, and he put the ball wide of the post to make it to keep the ball at 1-0. As we play a brilliant ball over there, a brilliant through ball into Ferrat as he plays the ball inside. We give the ball inside again, and Maya this time couldn't quite put the ball in the back of the net well enough. As you see, he gets the shot off, but it goes just wide of the post. So close to going in the back of the net there. And really, at that point, I thought it should have gone in the back of the net, to be honest, for where he was. But he didn't do so, but we are still in the lead, which is the main thing. But moments later, they come forward on an attack of their own to try and get themselves back in this game. They take a shot, but luckily for us, the ball goes just wide of the post. And honestly, they were attacking really well, and they were really putting us under pressure. Lorient were, when they came forward, they looked like scoring, but they weren't supplying the end product. As you see, they come on another attack here with Visa down that side, and they take another shot, and again it goes wide of the post. And like I was saying, they were getting into such good positions, but they weren't supplying that final touch, and they really weren't being accurate with their finishing at this point. And at this point, they should have been in the lead, I think. For how well they was playing, they really should have been in the lead, but they weren't supplying that finishing. But just before half time, we come on an attack. Maya slides a brilliant ball through, and what a piece of play that was, as Bernardo puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 2-0 just before half time. With a great piece of play is Maya with a great piece of vision. I didn't even realise this. As you see, he plays a brilliant ball through, and somehow it gets to Bernardet, and he puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 2-0 now, with a brilliant piece of play. And honestly, I'm so happy with that goal. It was great team play, to be honest, and I'm happy that that man scored it right there with his first goal of the league. And really, with how crucial our finishing was being, we looked like winning, but as well as Lorient looked like winning. As you see, they come on another attack, and they were really putting pressure on us, but like I say, the finishing was absolutely terrible at this point. But we do come forward on another attack. Not long after, we come forward trying to get ourselves down that left hand side with St. Louis, who whips a ball in brilliantly. Somehow getting that ball in, but they cleared the cross away with an overhead kick. But they didn't do very well there. When they won the ball back, we whipped the ball into the far post, and St. Louis with a brilliant volley into the back of the net there to make it 3-0 now. And honestly, we shouldn't have even had that shot, let alone it go in the back of the net, as they gave the ball away very cheaply as they whipped the ball into the back of the net. And honestly, the shot was straight at the keeper. He should have done so much better there, but he didn't do so, and I'm taking nothing away from the finish that St. Louis provided there, because it was an absolutely brilliant finish, and he put the ball into the back of the net with absolutely pristine finishing, and it does make it 3-0. But they get a free kick there as they whip the ball into the box. We clear it. It doesn't come very far as they come on another attack and they put the ball just wide of the post. But in the 74th minute, we come forward on another attack, trying to get ourselves into the box. We do that. We try and get the pass off, which would have been an easy finish. Didn't do so. We whipped the ball in, and that was a terrible, terrible shot. Well, at least what I thought, it was a terrible, terrible shot. And it does mean that we get another corner out of that as the defender clears it. But we do get the goal, as you see. Le Bon at that far post gets the ball in the back of the net. As you see, the cross comes in. It was a brilliant header. Great save from the keeper, but he couldn't do anything about the next shot, following in shot, as Le Bon puts the ball in the back of the net with a brilliant piece of play. A great piece of timing there from Le Bon, as he gets in at that back post just in time to get the ball in the back of the net to make it 4-0 now. And one of the most crucial games we're doing absolutely brilliant, as Cisse and Delouche here link up brilliantly as Cisse gets the shot off. But unluckily there, this keeper makes the save, as the new boy, the youth academy prospect, came up in this game. I gave him a bit of the game. He came on and really started putting pressure on the defence, as you've seen there, as I take the free kick with him at the corner kick, shall I say. They get the header off, but unluckily there, Pierre-Elie couldn't quite get the shot off on target, as the defender gets in the way of it very well there. A great piece of defending, but we do give the ball to him again. We whip the ball in again. It gets cleared, but it does come out to him again with a brilliant piece of play. He gets into the box, gives it off to St. Louis, who puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 5-0 now. And St. Louis, as you've seen, he was on a very serious injury, but as soon as he scored that goal, he seemed fine. Honestly, as you see here in the next clip, as he gets past the defender here with a brilliant piece of play. He plays the ball inside, but as you see, St. Louis was actually bending down when he got given the ball. As you see, he was so close to being given a penalty as well. And honestly, if he didn't take that shot there, I think the defender would have got the ball. But luckily for us, he didn't do so, and it means we do get that 5-goal margin against the team that's in 5th, which is unbelievable for us. But that is the end of today's episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and peace.